I return you now to our earlier story. Of course, City are now champions of England. Of course, 3 titles in 4 seasons. Bolu joins me live now to talk more about that. Well, Bolu, very pleased to see your face this morning. 3 Premier League titles in 4 seasons. That's an indication that City, no doubt, were very dominant within the period, weren't they?
Well, one thing City showed this season is the Premier League is a marathon. Remember at the points they were 8th in the log as at Christmas, but they fought hard, fought well, defended well this season. One of their major problems has been defending, but this season so far they've considered just 26 goals. It shows Guardiola's investment in the defense has really worked for them, and there's no better way to say it. They've been outstanding since Sir Alex Ferguson retired. Only Chelsea have won 2 Premier League titles, and now City won 3 in 4 years. I think it's a big achievement for both Guardiola and Manchester City.
Well, for you, Bolu, what do you think were the key moments that really transformed City's season? As you mentioned earlier, during the Christmas period, things were a bit back and forth for them. They were 8 on the log, but eventually their season was transformed. What were the key moments for you?
Well, I think it's more of everyone this season suffered their downside, but fortunately for City, they suffered first. And as at the time other teams were suffering, they picked themselves up. At the point they had 23 games winning streak in all competitions, about almost 30 games unbeaten. That's been outstanding. And Guardiola found a way to play without his top 9. At the point, both Gabriel Jesus and Kun Aguero got injured. But he created a formation, a style of play that allowed his midfielders to get into the box, and that's been working for him. Even till now, despite the recovery of his 2 strikers, they still play that way. So he found a way to balance his boys to play multiple positions. And the inclusion of Ruben Dias in the defense for them has been outstanding. So I think it's more of managing the players he has. And fortunately for him, everyone recovered about the same time. So I think it's more of creating uniqueness out of your boys. Now when you watch Man City play, you can see De Bruyne up front. The next minute is Riyad Mahrez. The next minute is Foden. So they are not as predictable as they used to be, and it worked for them. Like unlike the previous season where they just start their normal tiki-taka. Now City can play counter-attack, they can play long balls, and at the same time they can hold possession.
Now, United are playing better. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, no doubt, is building a very formidable team at the moment, and they are playing better. Chelsea, on the other hand, have been transformed by Thomas Tuchel within a short period of time. And Tuchel has said, look, next season we are going to hunt Manchester City down. Do you see that happening?
Well, it's very possible. Like they say, it is harder to stay at the top than to get to the top. We saw what happened to Liverpool after winning their first title in 30 years. Now they are struggling to make the top up. So everyone wants to hunt down Man City. But to do that, you have to play better than you did this season. Yes, since Thomas Tuchel joined Chelsea, they've been playing well, good clean sheets, good defensive shape. They don't score too much, but at the same time, they don't consider. United have been scoring well. They scored more than they did last season. They have Bruno Fernandes, they have El Matador, that's Cavani scoring well. So, but next season is a different ball game. There's no guarantee you will take the form for this year into a new season. It means you have to keep the season running from the get-go, or else before you blink, City will probably be running away again. But again, let this season end. When the new season starts, we'll know what to do. City showed this season that how you start does not really matter how the season will end. You must start well and finish well, or else City may end up retaining the Premier League title.
Bolu Omoni, always very interesting having you talk sports with us on Tvc Breakfast. Thanks very much indeed for your thoughts.